And we're still here on my ongoing Miss Universe Philippines 2024 interview series, and I am so happy to be given this opportunity to be interviewing one beautiful lady whom I have admired since meeting her for the first time last year. Yes, I remember watching Miss Rotary, and I was really stunned with her
Oh my God.
level of beauty and communication skills. So I'm not surprised that she's here competing in Miss Universe Philippines this year. So without further ado, here she is. Please say hello to Miss Universe Palawan 2024.
Hi everyone.
Raven Doctor.
It's an honor to be here, to be part of your interview. Hello everyone.
Salamat, pinaundakan mo ako, Raven.
Of course, I've been like the biggest fan of yours since last year. That's why I'm stunned that you remembered me from Miss Rotary.
Oo,
Because I watch all your videos.
Ay talaga, walang anuman. Pero first of all, your name is Raven Doctor.
Yes.
But you're Filipina?
I'm a pure-blooded Filipina.
Bakit Doctor yung surname mo?
I'm not sure too, but my dad is from Quezon, Palawan, and my mom is from Taytay, Palawan. So I'm like a pure Palawenyo by heart and by blood. Yeah. I'm also not sure but it's Doctor. It is the
So
way.
wala kang Indian blood, wala kang any foreign blood, pure Filipina?
Yes, and then my middle name is Hate, but in English it's pronounced it is pronounced as Hate. So it's like Raven Hate Doctor, but it is the way it is.
And one interesting trivia about you for this pageant is that you're only 18 years old.
Yes, I'm just 18.
My God, I was just talking to Kayla earlier, and she's so impressed with how you have put up yourself at such a young age.
Oh my God.
Grabe,
Hi,
at
Kayla.
at 18! Bakit
know.
ganito ka nakakapulido?
Really?
At
I don't know.
Diyosa.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've just started my pageant journey just last year, 2022. I was discovered in Robinson, Palawan, and I was just like a little girl back then. And then they asked me questions, and then they asked me if I wanted to join the world of pageantry, and I was like, I'm not sure. Not really sure because I didn't have any confidence back then. But when I started to join pageant, I started to fall in love with the idea of it, and now I'm here.
So, shall I consider you a pageant veteran na?
Oh my God, no! I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I'm just 18.
Oo.
But I don't know.
Pero at 18, wow. So, I assume you're still in school.
I'm still in school.
What course are you taking up?
I'm taking up AB Communication at National University.
No wonder. You're so good with your communication
Thank
skills.
you. Thank you so much.
Totoo yun. Talaga nagugulat kami talaga. And, how tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Guys, 5'11". Just ko Lord. With heels or without?
Without heels.
Wow. So, imagine pa nag-heels pa siya. 6 feet.
6'3".
Sala tayo magmumukhang duwende pag dumikit sa kanya. Pero, for girls your age, you are really well accomplished in your own right. Kasi let's face it, diba? Girls your age are still thinking about school, crushes,
Yeah.
adolescence, teenage years, typical, alam mo yun, teenage angst, anxieties. Pero ikaw, you seem, at
Thank you.
katulad niya sa ko, you seem to be well put together. Where is this self-confidence and assurance coming from?
Well, honestly, when I was a kid, I think I've mentioned this earlier from the press con that I was really the biggest introvert. Or maybe because I was well secured with my life back then. I had my dad. We were secured financially, and I didn't have to worry about anything. But after he died, also just 2 years ago, actually after he died, 6 months after I joined the world of pageantry, I started to really put myself out there with hopes that hopefully my dad would be proud of me in heaven, and I hope that he is. And so, but I don't think that my dad would recognize me if I were to speak to him right now, because I used to be this little shy girl. But after he passed away, I promised myself that I would create a better life for me and my mom.
So what do you think is his reaction right now from above, watching you going through all these things in MUP?
Well, hopefully he's proud of me. I mean, we've always, he had been always joking about me competing in MUPH when I was just a little girl. But I'm like, I'm not too smart for that. I'm not too pretty for that. That's not my thing. But after he died, that's when I realized that I really have to put myself out there and make a living out for myself to support myself and my family.
Wow. So are you the breadwinner?
No, not now. I'm still getting there. Hopefully, I get to be the breadwinner of the family, but I'm supported by my mother.
Wow. So I assume you're the eldest among your siblings.
No, actually, we're four. I'm the youngest, but the three of them already has their own family. So it's me. I'm the last card of the family.
Pero sobrang nai-impress talaga ako sa ako talaga apart from her beauty, yung communication skills mo talaga.
Oh, thank
So I'm
you
not
so
surprised
much.
that talagang you're talagang confidence mo
Oh,
talagang
thank you, Adam. Thank you so much. I didn't
sobra
expect
doon.
to do
Kasi
that.
biro mo, for an 18-year-old to tackle Miss Universe Philippines right away for her first national pageant. Wow, kasi pwede ka naman mag-regional muna
Oh,
o
yeah.
mag-ibang national pageant as a training girl.
Yes.
Pero ikaw talagang 18 years old, pukpo ka, nakikipagbardagulan sa mga Diyosa.
I know.
Ay, di ba? Handa ka na ba?
Well, honestly, at first, there's like a little backstory. I won Miss Universe Palawan at 17, so I was the youngest. But that time, I wasn't really that sure if I'm going to be competing for this year's edition. Mainly because I've heard rumors already, even before they announced the official candidates. I've heard that it's gonna be a tough competition, and it is a tough competition now that I'm looking at it in this angle. But I realized that I really do have to take the risk and really, because after I visited again the children in Batak tribe in Palawan, I realized that the only way for me to actually be the role model that I always wanted to be was for me to prove them that there's nothing too impossible if you just believe in yourself. And now I'm really taking that risk and going into the direction that I never knew that I would really take. But I hope that it's all worth it. And I hope that I get to represent them in this stage.
Ngayon ba, I want to go through what you're thinking now. How are you okay with dealing with pressure for an 18-year-old like you?
Oh my God. I have been in a lot of pipe holes in terms of really using my voice or like really hearing my voice, because after I won Miss Palawan, I got bashed because I was too young to compete. They thought that I'd be competing for Miss Universe 2023 at 17. So and for someone who's not really like that sanay to get all that bashing, I was really affected. But throughout my journey, I've learned how to block the comments that I know that are distractive or that I know that will not help me. And I think I grew a lot for the past year too in terms of really getting the comments and, just prioritizing the constructive criticisms.
But really now, thinking about it, do you think your youth, how are you seeing your youth here for this pageant? Do you see it as an advantage or a disadvantage?
Well, a lot of people had told me that it's actually a disadvantage because I lack a bit of an experience or knowledge about life compared to my co-candidates. They're like 25, 28.
Yes.
And at first I thought so too. But then parang I realized the beauty of being 18 and the innocence of like really putting your creativity in everything that you do and really doing my best in everything that I do too. And I think that that's one advantage in my part, because I have fresh ideas in which I can offer to the table. And I told myself that I am going to enjoy this journey, na lang talaga. Because what matters is that I get to represent, again, the Batak people in Palawan. And they get to see me on screen. They told me that they're very excited. So that got me excited as well, even though I was like a bit intimidated at first.
And exciting too kasi yung mga past queens galing Palawan did so well. Like Samantha
Last year.
Bernardo, Angelica Lopez, diba? And ngayon,
Yes.
ikaw na.
I'm 18.
Diba? So ano yan, kayang-kaya ba natin i-handle ang expectations
Kakayanin.
ng madlang people?
Kakayanin natin, madlang people.
And
Kakayanin.
one thing I kinda got interested doon, kanina may binigyan ka fresh ideas.
Yes.
So, sige, konting sample lang. I want to know how an 18-year-old minds work. Like, how fresh yung mga atake niya when it comes to strategies and ideas in a pageant like MUP.
Well, first of all, I know what kind of struggles the youth are facing right now because I'm also a youth myself. So I know what they are battling with, the silent battles that they go through. So I know what goes inside. And the next thing is, is that for the past year that I had been preparing for MUPH, I realized that I really have to listen to my own vision as well. So I do have some like a modern vision on how I want to present myself in Miss Universe Philippines, and I hope that that happens. But you are going to see me in a lot of new things. I hope that I can offer that to the table. And yeah, that's the fresh ideas that I'm gonna be offering. The others are secrets pa.
As early as now, sobrang na-admire ako sa sa mindset mo in how you are attacking your game plan for Miss Universe Philippines. Let's face it, bardagulan kayo this year.
Yes.
Lahat kayo. So for an 18-year-old, handang-handa ka na bang makipagbardagulan sa kanila?
Yes, handang-handa na makipagbardagulan ng Palawan.
Diba?
Yeah, because also I always put in mind that we've never had a Miss Universe Palawan, and so if I were to be that lady, it would be really an honor because Palawan is it's the biggest province in the Philippines, and yet like we have a lot of people, we have a lot of ethnic groups there, and so for me, having a spokeswoman who gets to represent them on the Philippine stage is really a great thing, and so I hope that a Palaweño wins in the Miss Universe Philippines. I really am hoping.
Joining I know it's too early to ask this,
Yeah, okay.
no? But, given, for a young girl like you to embark on a successful pageant career, what lessons can it teach you so that a lot of young girls watching this can probably be inspired from what you're going through?
Honestly, a lot of things had been happening to me recently, like, for example, the Miss Universe Philippines, and we have modeling and stuff like that. And I'm a full-time student at NU.
So how are you juggling all these two
Well,
things?
well, of course, of course, it's time management. It's one basic tool that everyone needs, or that I need to balance everything. But number two is that I really remind myself on why I'm here, so that every time I get tired, I get back up. I pick myself back up and say, "You're here for a reason. You have to finish this race." And also, lately I've been trying to be friends with myself rather than treating myself as a competitor and waking up and saying, "Na, Raven, you have to be this, you have to do this for today." Lately I've been trying to really be friends with myself and really being my own, own friend, because I feel like in this world where everyone is canceling you, you have to be your own friend. So now every time I wake up, I always remind myself to be gentle with myself and make room for some errors, because although I'm dealing with a lot of things at a young age, I also need to realize that I'm just 18 and I do create mistakes. And so there are a lot of rooms for imperfections. And so in this journey, in my Miss Universe Philippines journey 2024, I also make sure that I will be gentle with myself more in terms of committing mistakes and really listen to myself. For example, if I'm tired, I need to remind myself that you're okay. You'll be okay.
I wanna ask you sana, no, kung ano yung mga mistakes na yon, or parang, or baka maybe it's too personal.
It's okay.
But the same.
Yes, because we live in a world that's fast-paced and everyone is in a hurry. Everyone's trying to catch up the train and everyone's trying to, juggle things up. And I live in that kind of world too. And oftentimes, I feel like parang it's sometimes tiring, especially if you have high expectations for yourself, because I think that's where you get everything. Like, I feel like that's the reason behind all the tiredness and your self-sabotages. You have high expectations for yourself. But now I really am trying to still, of course, do my best in everything that I do, but remind myself that, you know what, it's okay. Everything will be okay. If you commit mistakes, it's okay. Give yourself room for errors. You will learn. You're still learning. You are still in progress. You are still an art that is in progress. So that's what I keep on reminding myself. And I think lahat naman din talaga ng mga tao that's experiencing that, the cause is that they have high expectations for themselves, or maybe it's the pressure of their family. But I think it's very important talaga to really take care of your mental being, and that you're there to support yourself rather than you being your own enemy and telling na, ano ba yan, tanga-tanga mo kasi, you did things, you did that, you think that. This is your fault. Rather than tell it, this is your fault, you can tell yourself that, I did commit a mistake, but we will learn from it and we will never do that again.
Self-taught lahat yan? O at may turo yan ng parents mo? Curious lang ako.
Well, my mom I mean, my mom loves to give me like advices because we grew up in a Christian household. But like everything,
Christian.
yes, that's where I also got attached to charity works because I teach children at a young age. We have this called we have the Sidewalk Sunday School. So yun. But in terms of self-taught everything, it is self-taught because you just have to learn on your own. Eh. That's why at first I wanted to pursue psychology because I really wanted to study the art of the behaviors. But then I realized I really want to pursue communication. So yeah.
Pwede, after you finish your first course, di ba?
Let's see.
Wow, alam mo, hindi ko alam kung paano paano ka inalagaan ng magulang mo, pero pinalaklak yata ng maraming promil. Kaya ka ganito ka intelligente at smart
God,
at 18
thank you
years
so
old.
much.
But as early as now, you're impressing me and a lot of pageant
Thank you,
fans. And it's
Adam.
my hope that you'll make your own mark in this
my God.
upcoming competition. God bless you.
Thank you, Adam.
You know, as my last question, what makes you, as that phenomenal Transformational Filipina the MUP organization is looking for?
Well, I am a very humble queen, that's for sure. And I feel like that characteristic is often forgotten or neglected because they feel like it's not really important. But I feel like that had helped me and that had brought me to a lot of places as well as connect with people in a deeper level. Because now, kasi in this generation, we're all about transforming lives. We're all about changing lives and leaving lasting impact on other people. So I think to do that, you really have to be humble. And you really have to know how to stick your feet on the ground and to communicate with people in a level that no one else can. And you can only achieve that with a very humble heart. And so right now, I feel like one thing that can make me a really phenomenal beauty queen and stuff like that is my very humble heart. And I hope that my humble heart can bring me to the universe.
I love that. I hope my humble heart can bring me to the universe. So, sana matupad mo yun. On that note, thank you so much for
Thank you,
gracing this
Adam.
short interview,
Thank
short
you.
casual
It was an
interview.
honor.
Miss Raven. Pangalan pa lang unique na Raven.
Raven.
Doctor.
You know, I used to hate my name because I was like, Ma, why does it sound so manly?
Yeah.
Can it be Ashley or like Anna?
Raven? Di ba pa? Oh, sa bagay,
But
nagigets
I
ko
love it.
naman. Yeah. Pero that makes, alam mo yun, tanong mo nanay mo, bakit nga naman Raven?
She got it from the Bible daw. Sabi ko, wala bang dove sa Bible? Kasi parang ibon daw yung Raven. Wala bang dove sa Bible? Pero anyway.
Kaya
that's
wala
what I
naka-black
call it.
ngayon. Char.
Feeling ko rin.
So, good luck on the press presentation on
Thank you.
Sunday.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
sure you're well trained for that as early as now. Maraming salamat ulit.
Thank
and
you.
Laban Palawan for the crown.
Laban, Palawan. Thank you, Adam.
Alright, take
Thank you,
care, guys. Bye.